we found another reason why people continue to get fatter and fatter. There's toxic chemicals out there that could be making you fat. It sounds insane, but when you think about it, when you take a look at, there's actually toxic chemicals that are out there that are preventing you from properly burning your body fat, and then just, relying exclusively on what's coming in your body because it's been tricked into thinking that you don't have any excess energy that's in storage. It makes a little bit more sense, okay? So what do we got here? Well, we got the reasons why obesity is a global problem. Europeans visiting the United States are often shocked by the wide waistlines and enormous servings in restaurants, or even if you're from certain parts of Western countries and then you go into the cities and then you just start to see these wide boys that are out there. It's kind of shocking, okay? Even from a decent sized city, Grand Prairie's about, 60, 70,000 people here. But even if I venture into like Calgary or Edmonton on occasion, it's like there's a stark difference in BMI, that's for true. But regardless, when America is ahead of many other countries, the World Health Organization reports that obesity is on the rise globally. In fact, obesity has become a growing problem, even for children and young adults. According to the WHO, in 2016, nearly 2 billion adults over the age of 18 were overweight or obese worldwide, a number that has tripled in the past 40 years, and this trend seems to be getting worse. Since the end of 2019, global health policies have encouraged people to stay home to stay safe, and exacerbated the problem. Yup, and then closing down the gyms unless you show a piece of paper or a little QR code on your phone doesn't make any damn sense. But what do I know? I don't work for the WHO, thankfully. Yesterday we talked about emotional eating and different eating patterns that could happen when you get stressed. So tack on a global lockdown, which it did so much for the overall keeping people alive. Start to question what they're really after here. Are they about keeping people healthy across the world, or are they just trying to exacerbate their plans? Anyways, there's another factor to weight gain and obesity that medical doctors and research scientists have identified more recently. Certain toxic chemicals can be so disruptive to human health that they actually promote obesity. That's the gist of this. Let's figure this out. These chemicals, called obesogens, that's a real term, okay, are thought to disrupt our hormones and change the way we make, store, and metabolize fat. I didn't read any of this beforehand, okay? I didn't see this obesogen tag or anything like that, so my theory on what toxins and which chemicals are doing to your body, that was just me theorizing, okay? But it looks like that might actually be true, so... When we are exposed to obesogens, even if we eat a moderate number of calories, exercise daily, and maintain an active lifestyle, it is difficult, if not impossible, for our bodies to maintain a healthy weight. The wide, healthy diet is a glandular problem. Well, maybe. In laboratory experiments, researchers can be able to genetically identical animals, such as rats, that also have identical lifestyles, feed them identical food, and change their weight gain dependent on the substances they are exposed to, such as antibiotics. Antibiotics are known as obesogens, used by cattle researchers and farmers to make their animals gain weight. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's true. So which chemicals are we talking about specifically? There's a list of them, okay? Atrazine. Widely used as a herbicide in the United States, Atrazine was banned in Italy and Germany in 1991. In 2003, the European Union announced that it would no longer be able to use it because of ubiquitous and unpreventable water contamination. Atrazine is only dangerous to plants, but is linked to birth defects and endocrine disruption. In 2009, a team of Korean scientists uncovered that atrazine damages the mitochondria, decreases metabolism, and increases insulin resistance and abdominal obesity. Okay, another widely publicized study that was published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences in 2010 found that atrazine exposure can be chemical castration in male frogs. Oh my god! Anyways, if you know, you know. The National Academy has the documents. Bisphenol A. Oh, BPA. Okay, that makes sense. Is a chemical used in plastics that is known to be as to be an estrogen disruptor. Yeah, we've known about this one for a minute. Several studies in both humans and mammals have linked BPA exposure with obesity and unwanted weight gain. This ubiquitous chemical has also been associated with a variety of health problems, including thyroid, diabetes, and cancer. Yep. The kicker, many compounds used to replace BPA have turned out to be even more problematic. I remember when all of those studies about BPA, just getting it out of the plastics because all of this stuff was first getting uncovered. I remember how quickly all that stuff changed. I don't know, I could be just misremembering history, but it seemed like overnight BPA free was showing up on literally everything because it was the hot button topic of the late 2000s, if I recall. Okay, so glyphosate. The main ingredient in the herbicide Roundup. Okay, glyphosate has been found as responsible for the host of health issues, most notably the increase of risk of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, a cancer in the blood. Oh no! In one particular interesting study published in the Journal of Nature in 2019, scientists in Washington State University found that pregnant rats that were exposed to very low doses of glyphosate had grand pups and even great-grandpups with severe health problems, including damaged ovaries and testes, malformed kidneys, and high rates of obesity. Very interesting. Organotins. Okay, the chemicals used in the industry to preserve wood, inhibit the growth of organisms of the hulls of ships and the industrial fungicides. Okay, so don't cook, or if you burn wood in a campfire, don't be roasting your hot dogs over pressure-treated wood. Because of the widespread use of organotins, such as tributylin, in the shipping industry, many waterways are contaminated with it. Is found to have severe effects on marine life, including introducing impisex, which resulted in reproductive deficiencies. I see they're turning the frickin' frogs. Notes in articles in Toxoepigenetics. 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 That's a tongue twister. I liked saying that. That was fun. Identified as an obesogen by scientists at the Center for Complex Biological Systems at the University of California, Irvine in 2014, tributylin is believed to be toxic to humans and an obesogen because it mimics the body naturally occurring hormones. Because it is persisting in the ocean, it's found in fish prepared for human consumption. Other studies have associated organotins, with fatty liver disease, increased fat cells during gestation, and kidney problems. We got PFOAs, cool. The former perfluorooctanoic, octonic, whatever. The stupid chemical in Teflon pans. I remember that presaged the BPA craze, but as soon as you got rid of Teflon, you just changed into your nondescript non-stick surface and frying pans. Yeah, all that stuff ended up going away. Not before the damage was done. Drone study in 2007 by scientists based in Atlanta found that more than 98% of Americans tested had these chemicals in their body. Last but not least, phthalates. Chemicals are plasticizers often used to soften plastic and make it more pliable. Phthalates are used in many different consumer products, including food storage containers, pharmaceuticals, paint, shower curtains, and even makeup trays, and other cosmetics. Not just the trays themselves, because nobody just puts the eyeliner and rouge and lipstick in a tray and throws it on their face. Your conventional antiperspirant, hairspray, lotion, nail polish, and shampoo are all likely to contain phthalates, as some plastic flooring. Okay, cool. So don't wash your hair and don't lick the floor. Chemicals, especially when they are heated, can seep out of the plastics and into your food and water. 2012 study done by researchers in Sweden also found that infants can absorb phthalates through their skin and lungs. So, but you know what? For containers without those, that'd be great. Okay, thanks. How do you avoid this stuff? Well, get rid of old plastic containers. You know the ones. You know, those old Tupperware containers that are just so cracked and broken, but you still like them because grandma used to use them. They ain't no good. They got chemicals in them. Eat real food. No kidding. No kidding. Gonna say something else there. Clean out your cabinets. Audit your beauty products, shampoos, soaps for toxic chemicals. Use natural alternatives and read the ingredient list. Or try making your own. Okay. Filter your water. Yeah, pretty much every fridge now has a built-in water filter system, and I like it. It's pretty good, but Most places where you can drink the tap water, most people also have a water filtering system, okay? And if not, there's a humble water filter merchant who's on the internet who you can hit up, who was also telling you about the castration of frogs many years ago. And throw away non-stick pans. Yeah, if they're still as old as your old plastic equipment, there's a good chance. And even still, have you seen how well most of those old pans hold up? There's a good chance you probably got rid of them to begin with. But if you're holding on to some extra weight, and you're doing all the right things, you know what? It might not be your problem. It might be the fact that you're carrying around some old toxins from way back in the day. But don't give up, okay? Your body will eventually clear them out because it's a pretty magical thing. So if you find yourself with some goofy old food prep equipment, or if you're using some dollar store shampoo, it might be a problem, okay? That might be one of those life changes that you need to make in order to make the difference that you want to have. With that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.